Yeah, everybody got a dream. If you're trying to be a producer, you're trying to be a rapper in this game, don't let people discourage you. Stand up and do your thing.
You ain't got to live on your knees. Everything's a possibility. If you wanna be a rapper, just be. Don't let them tell you can't be somebody. Stand up and get up now. Hold your head up. Wake up now. You got to go for your dreams.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Hip Hop Save the Community show. Once again, I'm thru here in Copacabana. It was a rainy day this morning, so got a little bit of a late start. So, I'm kind of excited today, even though I'm still a little melancholy too at the same time. I'm kind of stuck between my emotions today. This week on Monday, I lost one of my aunts. She was another queen of our family is gone, so it's kind of a tough thing. It's been a real tough year for us as a family. Last year, I lost my biological mother. 2 months later, I lost my sister. Then I lost my uncle in December, and now my aunt is gone as well. So I just want to say, give my love to them, give my love to my family. And I've been thinking a lot about mortality. I've been thinking about what do you want to leave when I leave this place? What do I want to leave? And I want to leave positive vibes. I want to leave a lasting legacy that I can be proud of. And so that's one of the things that led me kind of to the show today. I've been up since like 4 a.m. So if I look a little bit tired, then you guys can understand why. Because I've just been excited because over my shoulder here on this side is that's the YouTube channel for the new Ike Burner featuring Knock Real Beats song called Savage Land. Came out last night, 12 p.m. And so we're really excited about that. I've been up kind of, tweeting that out and getting all the links out there for people to check it out. So we're happy and we're excited about that. Now, how did that even come together? Because I'm in Rio. My guy Ike Burner is all around the country. He's a truck driver, so he's all over the nation. So no telling where he's at right now. But he posted a couple of days ago, he posted something on the Twitter saying, hey, somebody finished this song and I'll throw another verse on it and, we'll go ahead and master it and put it out. So when I came in that day, I think it must have been like maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe it was Wednesday. I forget what day it was. I think it was Wednesday. I went ahead and threw a verse on it for him and shot it right back to him pretty much immediately. And, the rest is history. By the afternoon, he was working on the artwork already. And boom, we had a setup for a release date yesterday. So as I was saying before in one of my other videos, I was saying like we have the ability now to produce music, get verses written, drop it, record it, mix it, master it, and send it to distribution within like 72 hours. It's a very short time compared to what it was, back in our heyday when, I was really recording a lot of music and running my studio full time in Orlando. It's just such a fast process now to get it out to the masses. So what I'm doing with this show, the Hip Hop Save the Community show, is just talking about the opportunity that we have as rappers, as producers, as artists. We have such a grand opportunity right now. Hip hop is the #1 genre in the world. Even though there's a little bit of a lull as far as like hit songs or #1 songs or top 10 songs even. There's a little bit of a lull right now, but that doesn't mean that we can't still be producing music. And it doesn't mean that the opportunity has gone away. So hip hop is providing us the opportunity to get ourselves out there, get our product out there in a way that it's not providing for other genres. Maybe rock or Christian music or, country music. our process a little bit in hip hop is just a little bit different. And we can kind of whip stuff out and get it out there. So the example that I'm using with myself and Ike Burner, putting out this track and getting it done within 72 hours, boom, we're out to distribution. That's what I kind of expect to see in the community. Now, I'm in the Twitter community for producers mainly. I don't have a lot of artists on my feed, but I'm looking for artists to add to my feed because we need to be putting out more work together. We need to be collaborating more. We need to be doing a lot more features. What I see right now is it's a little bit disheartening because everybody's so independent and moving separately, and we're not moving together as, as a clique or as teams. So I think that we have a grand opportunity to actually get out there and start working together more. I was tweeting out some stuff today, just talking about that idea, collaborating more. If you're an artist, I feel like you need to be seen so much that people get sick of seeing you. That's when you know you're working hard. When every time something comes up, your name is coming up and you're in the mix and you're doing things, you're dropping verses and you're featuring on people's stuff or you're producing on people's stuff. If your name keeps coming up, people eventually go, who is this guy? Why, or who is this girl? Why do they keep putting stuff out or whatever? I keep seeing their name, and they're either going to be curious or they're going to be turned off by it. But either way, you did your job because you got out there. You're getting in front of the people. They should be seeing content from you all the time. The content for my songs, I have about 17 tracks that I've done so far since the beginning of the year. And now I'm to the point where I don't really have to do a lot of recording. My whole thing is content. Every 8 hours, I want something dropping somewhere with my name on it and with my music on it, with my artwork on it. I want something dropping every 8 hours. I can schedule that through Metricool, which is a service that I use. There's probably other services that do that. I can schedule it through them, and I've got stuff dropping almost through September. So, there's no reason why your name shouldn't be out there. So if you're feeling like you can't make it in the game or you feel like nothing's happening for you, you've got to examine how are you working? What are you doing in the process of making this work for you as an artist? Are people really sick of seeing you? That's what's important, because if people are sick of seeing you, you're doing the right thing. You're working hard. You're getting in there and mixing it up. So I want to encourage people to do stuff kind of like what I and Ike Burner were able to do. Get in there and collaborate. Don't miss your opportunity because you're asking for $25 or $50 to spit a verse. Get on there, get on the verse, do the paperwork so that you get your split in the back end or whatever, but don't miss your opportunity to get on the track. You guys, if you're denying opportunities for that or you're waiting on payment, somebody else is going to jump in there and get that opportunity from you. And I feel like whoever's on the most stuff is going to be the person that blows. As long as the music is good and as long as, the quality of everything is good, that's going to be the person that actually blows in the game. If it happened from SoundCloud, we had a lot of SoundCloud rappers. We talk about them some years past. They kind of blew up. There's a lot of artists that you listen to right now that blew up from there. But they're putting out a lot of content there. And they had that kind of, effort to work together that we don't see right now. So it can happen off of Twitter the same way. It can happen in the Twitter community the same way. You just got to be working together. So that's one reason why, I'm doing the playlist that I'm doing. I've got a beat playlist now called Beats Beaten. Playlist on Spotify. So if you've got beats and you want your beats heard, you want your beats streamed, we're putting it there. We're only putting quality stuff on there. So your mix has got to be right. We got to get some volume on the LUFs and all that kind of stuff so that, it's all consistent, but we want you to sound good. And we want artists to go, oh, wow, I like this producer. Let me go find him on Twitter. Let me go find him on Instagram. Let me holla at him or whatever. Let me pay him for the lease. Or let me see what we can work out to actually do something to put together a compilation or a track or something, let's put this collaboration together. That's what these playlists are for. I have the other playlist, the Diamond List playlist, which is for completed songs. So if you're R&B, trap, hip hop, I'm putting you on there if the music is quality and if it's dope. I'm not putting everything on, but I'm putting on some dope, music on there. So you can get your music put on. I stream those playlists every single day. Sometimes a couple of times a day, sometimes 3 times a day. I stream it because I want you guys to get streams too, organically. I stream it in my other room here in the studio. I have another front room in there where I do some teaching English and I do some other stuff in there too. I stream it out there. I stream it on the tablet that you can see back here. It's, as well. Sometimes I stream it here in the studio if I've got nothing going on. Yesterday I was streaming a bunch of stuff. I was going on looking for artists to add to the playlist. So I'm actively looking for people to put on. But the purpose of that is I want the people that are put on the playlist to hear each other's music and say, oh, wow, I'd like to work with that other person. Maybe let's collaborate. Hey, network through kind of the tribe a little bit, and let's create our own movement where we've got people that we can work with. We got singers on there, we got rappers on there, hopefully we'll have a plethora of different styles and things so that if you fit and you work with somebody, you can kind of create some relationships through the knowledge that both of you are on the playlist. Maybe they want to work with you, maybe they don't. Eventually, maybe they'll see the value in that. It's something that, me and Ike Burner were able to do. I was able to put him on the playlist early, on the Diamond List playlist early, because I liked his music. We kind of have a similar background as far as like where we come from, being in, the New York State areas, and that kind of tri-state and upstate area. We kind of come from there. So I always kind of had it in the back of my mind, I'll probably end up doing something with Ike Burner. And we just ended up having the ability to do it. So I want the same thing for the artists that are on the playlist, to kind of start checking each other out and seeing where maybe some collaboration can happen. We were talking with Minnie Lee, who's on the playlist. We were talking with her manager this morning. She's checking out the new track and all that kind of stuff. So who knows? Maybe she wants to come on and do something as well. Maybe we end up doing a feature with her or another artist that her manager manages or something. So we don't know how that's going to work out, but that's my idea for collaboration. I want to provide opportunities for people to get on and be able to create music. The more music you have, the better your opportunities will become. The better you're going to be getting at recording, the better you're going to get at production, and just creating songs. And the people that are on there and the quality of the music is such, it's going to make you elevate your game. So who do you want to be? Do you want to be the person who's sitting back thinking like you got it all together and you wanting $25 or $50 for a feature, $100 for a feature? Or do you want to be the person that's always heard? So that's what we're shooting for. And that's why I'm using this show as kind of like the blueprint for how we're going to get, things out there, how we're going to get your music out there. Because once you're on these playlists or whatever, people are going to hear your stuff. It's going to probably hit radio, Spotify radio at some point. So there are going to be other people that kind of hear it, and organically, you're going to start to grow a little bit. And so that's the purpose. We got to have some plan for kind of getting you out there to differentiate you from the people that are out there. So I just wanted to jump on here. I'm doing this live because, and I'm sorry if you're over here on my Knock Rio account or whatever, and I'm not looking at you. I'm going to put this on YouTube later. So this camera really is just really to have the focus from that angle or whatever if I mix up the angles. So, that's just the technical part or whatever, but I'm not ignoring you. Okay. So you guys will be able to go to YouTube and see this again. I'll put links in the YouTube to the playlist. So if you want something to be added there, all you got to do is ask, say, hey, I got this or whatever. Would you consider it for playlist? I'll give you the email that you can send that to, or if you comment there, I probably should be through an email, so I only have to go to one place to look for this type of stuff. I don't want to be looking at all the comments everywhere and stuff like that because I'll miss people. So I'm going to give you the email address, so an email address that you can hit me with and say, hey, I got this song on Spotify, check it out, see if it fits for the playlist. And it's free. It don't cost nothing. I'm not looking for money from this or whatever. What I'm looking for is the work. I'm looking for you to have opportunities maybe to work on something that you can kind of put out, So, if you don't know me and you haven't seen me before, I'm Knock Real. Tap in with me. I do this show, the Hip Hop Save the Community show. I also do a live beat making show on Saturday mornings. It's 9 a.m. Eastern time. I'm in Rio de Janeiro, so I'm 2 hours ahead of that. So that's like 11 o'clock my time. So every Saturday I'm doing like a live beat making show. I typically do like one beat or whatever, sometimes maybe two, for about an hour or so. I do that on my Knock Real Instagram channel, and then it's also broadcast on my TikTok. Once I get another tripod or whatever, maybe I'll throw the other camera that I got on and do it for YouTube as well. But we do put the shows on YouTube, so it's Knock Real Beats on YouTube. You can go there, view some of the shows. I think we've got maybe 7 shows at this point. And then, I've got this Hip Hop Save the Community show. I think this is going to be the 4th or 5th show for that, as well. So I'm kind of a one-man show just doing all of this stuff. So I appreciate you guys checking me out and hanging out with me here. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But I just wanted to kind of come on and give a good word, give a shout out to the people that are working really hard. I want to provide more opportunity and talk about, ways that we can do that to help one another to kind of get out there and get things done. Because nothing shines more than your work. We can love you to death, but if you don't have any work, it's not going to help you. Everybody pretty much that I see on Twitter and all those things, if I see a comment I like or whatever like that, I immediately go to like their profile and I hit their media, that media tab. And a lot of times you go there and these are people that say they're artists and they're musicians or whatever. You hit their media tab and all it is, it's nonsense. I wouldn't say nonsense, but it's not anything music related. I don't see any of their music. So I'm like, how serious can I take this person? What kind of opportunities are they really looking for? They don't even showcase themselves. Now, everybody doesn't want to be a star. I don't want to be a star. I don't even really want to be an artist. I'm a producer. I'm old. So, I'm just doing it because I need to stay busy and I can do it. And so I'll just do like a verse here and there and stuff like that. But my whole thing now is really to produce, executive produce, and put out projects. Oh, one more thing I remember I was thinking about in the shower this morning. We don't have like the mixtapes anymore. So what I'm thinking a great idea is to start putting out things that are almost like a compilation or mixtape. This is where your stuff can go on. You can have maybe 8 to 10 artists or producers all working together. You put together this project and now you've got people that can actually help you promote. So instead of being yourself, just promoting one project or one song that you have, now you can help promote the project. And if everybody pitches in, if you have 10 people and everybody's willing to do like a week, like, okay, I'm going to put up, I can do $10 a day for this week for 5 days. I can put up $50 and do the promotion. And then you have the next person do that and you have the next person. So over 10 weeks, we've spent maybe like $500 in promotion, but it wasn't, one person spending that 500. Everybody spent $50 to do it. Now you've got a bunch of promotion that's out there. It wasn't too heavy for you to do it individually, and the whole team is benefiting. All of the songs are getting promoted, and everybody's benefiting. And then we're getting the residual streams when people go like, oh, I like this song or whatever. Who's that on this verse? Oh, boom. Let me go check out their Spotify or whatever, or their Apple Music or whatever. Let me kind of add them to my rotation or whatever. It kind of helps everybody. So these are the ideas that I don't really see happening a whole lot. We've got one project right now, Nick Moody. If you're not familiar with him, he's putting out the Cypher Tapes. He's looking for artists right now. He's looking for rappers right now, especially from New York, because he's got all these other rappers, but he's got hardly anybody from New York to rap on the beats that we produced. So I've got one track on there. He's got like 3 UK artists on there for me, for my track or whatever. I haven't heard it yet, but I think it's going to be fire. It's going to be great. But that's opportunity, and he's doing it like almost like a mixtape type thing. So I think we need more of that so that you guys have opportunity to showcase your work, because as an artist, that's what you need. So I'm gonna jump off here, shut up, and go do my thing today. I'm not gonna keep you too long. I'll get this out onto the YouTube. Once again, it's your boy Knock Real. Hip Hop saved the community. Everybody have a great day, all right? Peace.
I'm losing my mind, it's unhealthy. I'm struggling to keep my peace at times, Lord, you dealt me a garbage hand. Gotta survive this savage land, trying to maintain this world, an average man. God help me, I'm losing my mind, it's unhealthy. I'm struggling to keep my peace at times, Lord, you dealt me a garbage hand. Gotta survive this savage land, trying to maintain this world, an average man. My life biography.